Okay, a few little tips I'd like to share. During the season we have many different orchids that come in and out of flower. Right now we have our Cymbidium orchids which flower in winter from June to the end of August. They start their flower spike journey back in January, February, March to flower in June, July, August. Now a few little tips on getting your Cymbidiums to flower a bit better. You must have them growing at least 2 to 3 pots apart from each other so the UV light can get right down to the base of the bulbs, as well as good filtered sunlight on the leaves for most of the day, at least 6 hours a day, 6 to 6.5 hours a day. Filtered sunlight is ideal. We use a good quality high potassium fertilizer to produce the sugars that the plants need to develop their flowers. A little trick that I give people to help with the production of their flowers is to, in the warmer months, January, February, March, when they're just starting their flower bud journey, you can help that along with cold water. Some people use ice cubes, but we can't be putting ice cubes over all our plants. We need an ice factory. So what we do is we recommend that you get a cold water bottle and keep it in your fridge. That's about sort of 6 to 8 degrees, nice and cold, and you come out there in the hot part of the year. In the morning, January, February, March, late in the afternoon is also great. Splash the cold water all over the leaves, tip the cold water into the pot, and that'll drop the temperature of the root zone as well as the leaf. So we want to drop the temperature really quickly on the Cymbidiums. So the quicker you can drop the temperature, the more chance you'll have more flowers. So that's just a little tip. But don't tell anyone about that. Now, that's the Cymbidiums. Definitely just winter, strictly winter. Hard cane dendrobiums, pretty much autumn. We're lucky to have this fella out now, being the end of autumn, early winter. We've got a few different hybrids that we've sourced from overseas, and we're doing some breeding with that to try and spread the season out, not just autumn. So we're getting some good results. And we're having hard cane dendrobiums, which are also known as the Singapore orchid, and we're getting those to flower on a broader part of the year. Cattleyas, bread and butter stuff. Everybody loves their cattleyas. This one's just opening now. They're pretty much an all year round flower, with the main part of the flowering season in autumn and winter is their main, but you will always find a cattleya in flower pretty much all year round. So very good and very easy plant to grow. Our Phalaenopsis orchids, some beautiful whites with cerise throats. We have whites with yellow throats. We have lights pink, dark pink, stripy pink spots. We've got all different colours, yellows and oranges now. Again, mainly autumn, winter, right through until pretty much Christmas time, and then they do their growing in the hot part of the year. So Phalaenopsis, there's a few little tips with those. Again, they've got very wide leaves, which means they can pretty much survive on a very low light situation, so they can collect a lot of light with their wide leaves. Again, liquid feed every week through the summer season, produce a nice healthy plant, and it'll give you a beautiful spike of flowers there. Now a little tip with the Phalaenopsis orchids, you've got these little nodes coming up here. There's one there, one there, one there. I like to take it about the second one up, just above the second node. When all those flowers have finished for the season, chop that spike off with a very clean pair of secateurs, and if you're lucky enough, you'll get a secondary flower spike that'll grow out the side of that and grow all over again. Now once the secondary spike has finished flowering, chop the spike right off low so it can't flower again on that original spike, because sometimes it can burn the plant out. It just can't produce 3 spikes on the one growth. So chop that spike off low, let it produce its new terminal leaves, and it'll produce a brand new spike next season, and you can do that same process all over again. Now, what I'd like to also recommend to people is get a notebook and write January, February, March, right the way through to December. And then say we're in June now, and I'm going to buy a pink Cymbidium because that's the perfect seasonal orchid that's out now. So on your little notebook, you write June, Cymbidium, pink. Now, that's going to last for about 4 weeks, as most orchids do. Then you come back in July when those flowers are finished, and you buy something else in flower. Hey, why not get another Cymbidium? Still winter time, let's get a white one this time. So July, Cymbidium, white. So you do that right the way through, and we've got August next time we'll start to get our soft cane dendrobiums into flower. So let's get a nice, maybe a nice orange soft cane dendrobium. So we write August, soft cane dendrobium, orange. And then we might, in September, we might come back, we might buy Cattleya. So we're going to write September, Cattleya, cream / pink throat. So you can get my sort of message. If you buy one orchid each month, they're all going to come back into flower the same time next year as when you bought them. So that means you'll have a flowering orchid in your life every day for the rest of your life, and you only need 12 orchids. So you can collect all the different types of orchids through the season, and hey, why not do the same thing and get 2 orchids each month for next year? Happy growing. Thank you very much.
Coming up next, we're visiting the wonderful Taringa house garden of colourful aloes.
Queensland Organics has been manufacturing a range of high quality organic and organic-based fertilizers since 1995.
I use Organic Extra exclusively through my entire garden. Not only does it promote strong, healthy, lush growth in all my foliage plants, but it also enhances the flowering of my heliconias and gingers. The fact that it is organic and slow release and doesn't alter the structure of the soil has to be a bonus.